Good morning, Debbie. I am making this for you to respond to your email. It's so much quicker for me to talk than type, and even when I speak into my phone, then I typically go back and I like to correct any mistakes I made so that I'm communicating more clearly. You know, when you speak into your phone, it really only catches about half of it the way you want it to. Look at that little curl. So strange. I'm noticing this is where all my gray hairs are popping up. I can hide them pretty well with bleaching this blonde hair of mine. Debbie, thank you for emailing. First, consider yourself connected. We're connected. We have connected. We can connect over email. We could connect. I'm not a huge fan of Zooming, for one thing, and I'm not typically real paranoid, but I don't know. I almost feel like Zooming's not even... Something about it almost makes me feel like other people could hack into it and be part of our conversation. And they'd be bored to tears, wouldn't they? Two middle-aged women talking about food. I don't think we'd have a whole lot of extra listeners. I'm assuming you're middle-aged. I don't know. I saw your picture. Hi. Hi from Kentucky. Hello, Australia. So consider ourselves connected. Maybe even like, I know Marco Polo, you have to say, one person says something and the other person, like texting. If you wanted to connect, we could do like that Duo app. I don't have an iPhone, so I can't really do FaceTime. But if you ever wanted to chat like that in person, we could do that for sure. I don't do any formal coaching or sponsoring, and I'm really hesitant. I consider what I'm doing on YouTube, I mean, that's really basically coaching. I don't do any, I've never done any individual coaching, and I don't want to get into it as far as like the business aspect of it, because you know what happens when money gets involved. Well, you know what that feels like to me? Work. That feels like work. I don't want to work. So I'm really hesitant. Somebody asked me yesterday if I would be willing to sell my journal, my food journal. I don't know if they want to see what I ate. You all see what I eat. Canned spinach. That's what I eat. Peanuts. Deli meat. The simplest forms of protein, carbohydrates, and fats that I can get my hands on. But I even thought, well, I could type up my actual journal where I journaled, you know, because I do think that might be helpful to people to just see what my mentality was, my process was. But even that, I think I'd want to just give it out. So, Debbie. And by the way, I'm definitely hesitant to be anyone's sponsor, because I have noticed that when I've really tried to like overtly and directly help other people keep their lines bright, it almost seems to make me crack. I'm doing about all I can do to keep my own lines bright. Maybe I'm just these are just, you know, it'd be like a 10-month-old baby that took 2 steps, then trying to teach someone else how to walk. They probably wouldn't continue making much progress on their own. I just, I'm a toddler. I'm toddling. So, Debbie, thank you for your email. Thank you for reaching out. I totally understand having times in our lives where we don't feel as close to God as others. And I think you're right. I think that you probably haven't felt so close to God while you're in the food because of feeling like a failure, and you don't want to show him your face. And he's saying, please, Lauren Daigle, great song, Look Up, Child. Lift your face up to him. Open your eyes wide. He's reaching out. He wants you to reach out. And it's just like when our kids trip and fall. we love them and we don't point our finger at them and we don't want them to stay there. We want them to get up. So God loves you. Let me just give you this message. He loves you so much. He wants you close with him so that he can help you travel. He wants to help you travel. And you didn't use it, but I'll use the S word. All that talk about feeling like a failure is a big, heaping pile of shame. I crack myself up. It might be a little early for my potty mouth. Maybe I shouldn't, but cuss words do crack me up, and my kids have said before, Mama, you cuss a lot more than Daddy. He doesn't hardly cuss at all. Anyways, shame. It's from the enemy. Don't buy into it. Don't believe it. The enemy at John 10:10 comes to kill, steal, and destroy. Kill, steal, and destroy our joy, our sobriety, our Jeremiah 29:11, and our Habakkuk 1:5. The plans God has for us, the trajectories he has us on. Habakkuk 1:5 says, if you knew the plans I had for you, you wouldn't even believe them. We cannot fathom what we have not experienced. And there's so much more for us to experience. So, Debbie, I love you. I'm so glad you reached out. And you were asking about coaching or sponsoring or how we could connect, or maybe we're doing it right here on this group. You are on my list now. You're on the list. You are, and there might be another Debbie. I might have to put your last name or initial, but you're on the list. You're going to be you are being prayed for. People are praying for you. So feel his presence. Trust that prayers are being sent up on your behalf. And they're being heard. They're being answered. We are traveling together and he is traveling with us and among us, which is why this is fellowship. I learned years ago the difference between fun or friendship and fellowship. Fellowship is when God is at the center of it. So this is fellowship. And I believe the word, I was trying to think of it, is intercessory. It's intercessory prayer. I believe that's right. Where sometimes we don't even have the strength to lift ourselves, which is why it's so beautiful that we're all in this together, lifting each other on each other's behalf. Intercessorizing for each other. Not a word. Okay. Debbie, I hope this helps. Thank you for the email. You got my email. We are connected. Feel free to reach out. I'm going to send you an email with this link, and I think I'll go ahead and post this for anybody else that might could use it. I think that's kind of a Western Kentucky thing we say. I don't know what. I'm confusing myself. I need breakfast. I love you. And please keep in touch. Let's stay together. And we are traveling together right on through October. Okay? Deal? All right. I will talk to you soon. Bye.